You observe, suddenly now you're getting into different kind of habits that usually you don't do. Say for example, you're not a drinker. The kind of work that you do, the kind of purpose that you have, for that you are required to not drink, or you're not required to be a little more clean, like you need to keep your vessel clean or something, right? So now suddenly you are getting into alcohol, you're getting into some kind of business like clubbing business, or hanging out with people at certain times of the day which are very unusual for you. It's just about what is usual and unusual for you, things that you usually don't do. Now suddenly you feel like, okay, I'm getting into it and I'm enjoying it. Your behavior is slowly changing, right? And all that is happening through manipulation, energy manipulation, and also spell work. A lot of spell work will be done. They will even go to high level magic. Very high level magic also is involved in this, because this requires this person to change so much that they will actually kick their own destiny. Imagine so much what all they have to do. So that amount of work is done to a person to change them gradually, day by day, week on week. And before you really see yourself back, before you realize 6 months have gone by, 6 months have passed by, and now you are not doing those things anymore. And this is something that is universally true. I mean, if my guides have come and told me, please keep doing your work, you've stopped it, you've not done it for some time, please continue, because if you don't do it, somebody else is going to come and take it. Somebody else is going to do it, either themselves or universe will assign somebody else, because you're not fulfilling the task, because the task is important. Who does it is not so important. The task is important, and that needs to be done for sure. So somebody or someone else is going to come and fulfill the task. Basically, somebody else will be assigned to it. So it is true like that. And a lot of times what happens, people kick their own destinies. They get tired of it. They'll be like, okay, it's too difficult for them at that point of time. It requires too much courage, it requires too much hard work, it requires you to move to a different place, to leave people behind, to leave a lot of things behind, your family behind, your spouse behind, or some kind of very difficult destinies that are there for people. They find it very difficult, right, to do it. At that point of time, they choose an easier path. They'll be like, okay, let me take the easier choice that is there. I don't want to actually fulfill my calling, my destiny, although it is calling them. They know it very well that this things are to be done. It is speaking out to them every day. They are getting signs, symptoms, everything, but they still choose to not do it. They still choose to kick it and go somewhere else, do something more easy. In that process, what happens? They kick their own destinies. That is them doing it themselves. Now here, right, that is them doing it themselves. Now, but in this other case, it's like people are forcing you to leave your destiny. People, entities, energies come and kick you out, force you to do it to yourself, like sabotage yourself.